Terlalu lama aku datang untuk menjemputmu. Aku yang seharusnya menjadi imam bagimu. Malah membiarkan dirimu sendiri menghadapi cobaan ini. Sombongan membuatku lupa bahwa sesungguhnya dunia ini hanyalah sebatas perhiasan. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Hi, welcome to our signature segment, See the Stories on the Tyranny Show. And that was a trailer for Charles Gozali's Qodrat 2, which stars Vino Bastian and Acha Septriasa. Oh my God. Yeah. I mean, Qodrat 2 was 2022?
Kodrat.
Qodrat, the first one.
2022, yes.
Yeah,
yes.
and now less than 3 years. It's already.
Yeah, it's for the Lebaran holiday, right?
Yeah,
and
exactly.
now
Just
today
before
we're
Ramadan.
joined by one of the cast members, Acha Septriasa, who will explain more about her role in this upcoming movie, as well as the film's director, Charles Gozali. Hello, Acha and Charles.
Hello.
Thank you very much for coming to our studio.
Thank you so
Such
much
an honor.
Yeah.
Wow. So it's an amazing movie. I mean, for the first Kodrat, it was hitting, what, 10?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
The first Qodrat was almost 1.8.
1.8. Okay, I was hoping it was 10. Hopefully.
This one maybe.
Hopefully.
This one, exactly. So the first iteration of Qodrat attracted 1.7 viewers and made it to the top 10 highest grossing in Indonesia films in 2022. So could you tell us more about this Qodrat 2 movie? Who would like to
Where's
start
the
first?
story
Yeah.
developed?
Yeah.
The ending of Qodrat 1, Ustad Qodrat, the Qodrat is the story about a journey of
Cleric.
Islamic exorcist priest,
Praise.
Ustad Ruqyah.
Yes.
At the end of the first one, he said that he needs to go and find out what really actually happened to his wife that he has abandoned throughout the turmoil in the first movie that he lost his son. So the second one is the journey where he actually tries to find the wife and try to mend their relationship, the family, or what left of it.
So it meant to, it meant to have a sequel to it, right? The second
Right.
installment, like the ending of the first Qodrat.
From the very beginning, the first movie, if you see the first Qodrat, at the end it says that Ustad Qodrat will be back.
Yeah.
So from the start, we meant to make Qodrat as a trilogy.
You meant to make it as a trilogy. And so
The team, the whole team.
Okay, very
The trilogy
interesting.
plus one, plus another finale later on.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
So you kind of expected this as well. I mean,
Yes.
it's going to, the stage will turn to Aziza this time around, right?
Yes.
The wife.
That's
So
why.
I want to go to Acha first. Why do you decide to take on this role as Aziza?
Yeah, first of all, I'm really honored that this opportunity come to me. And during that time, I remember that Charles called me and, had offered me this character that I haven't really, expecting. But those moments after Salat Asar, I remember that Aziza character actually, explain about the role of a mom, a wife, that actually very submitted to family and very loyal and devoted to the family. And she just commonly every mother that very nurturing, that very supported and very supportive to the family. And I feel like this character is made for me.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Because that's, you know, like I always do every day, being in the family to be there for my family and support my child and my husband. And for this movie, I think there's so many things that I've learned in terms of, you know, like spirituality. I've been learning so much about Islam more than ever before. So it's kind of like a very interesting experience and very enlightened experience.
So you feel like this is actually a made character just for you because it
Yes.
just delivers to you suddenly, right, as a mother. But it turns out to be something that you felt, you know, as a very loyal wife to the family, to the husband, let's say. Is it turning differently in the Qodrat 2 movie? How do you feel about that?
Yes, especially how Charles actually expressing the creativity level in this movie. Charles had, you know, like wrote this whole character and story since the beginning to make it trilogy, right? And also, I think for Qodrat 2 right now, it's more massive, it's grand. This movie delivers so much about the, you know, like a bigger scope of how Qodrat actually coming from the small village into another set, another universe, like going to the city and meet more people, and Aswala as a character as well for the devil, still becoming the villain in this movie. And the most interesting part is where Aziza and Qodrat actually found each other again in the city. And yeah, that story began. That's how, you know, Qodrat 2 actually.
So there's a bit of love line
Yeah.
other than
More
intense
dramatic.
action
Yes.
and massive horror. Tell
I
us
think the actions is still, you know,
Still.
big in here.
Yeah. Charles, can you tell us more? What makes it different, the first Qodrat and the second Qodrat? Yes, maybe you can explain to
Elaborate.
us how you developed the Qodrat 2, as in the production wise.
Okay. The story was written by two other writers, Asaf Antariksa and Galaxy. The three of us wrote the story where we imagine that the journey needs to be bigger. The horror needs to be scarier, the action needs to be harder, but the Islamic theme itself needs to be kept proper.
Right.
We couldn't go wrong with it. We still need to take a very good care about the Islamic theme in the movie. And one main difference from the first one is the romance between Ustad Qodrat and his wife, Aziza.
Okay, so it's a aura, romance, suspense. I don't know. I mean, it's
I
still
think
bone
it's
chilling,
different
right?
from most of the horror movies that we know.
You
They
can
don't
say that.
usually offer action, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, and this time around you got reunited again with Vino.
Yes.
Right? How do you feel about, you know, the chemistry going on, especially it's an horror movie and then you met with him after some years?
Yes,
9 years or
always,
so.
always been a very, it's a good opportunity to be able to work with fellow actors that you've been growing up with. And Vino, actually, I saw Vino when I was, I met him when I was 15 years old and entering a new, our films back in 2008 when I was 18 years old. And for another 8 years, we always comes back as a partner in the movie again. Yeah, so yeah, we actually a very good friend, and
So it's not that hard to
it's
build
not,
chemistry.
yeah.
It's
Chemistry is just like that.
Just a click
even,
away.
Even though like we have only 2 weeks or 3 weeks reading together, but it's just like that because he is very good actor in terms of drama, actions, and everything. He taught me a lot to be professional. So
Vino and Marcia
Yeah.
speaks very highly of Acha.
So it's like
I
mutual,
believe
right?
so, yes. So I'm very curious to know, because we know that Acha, you have been known as one of the actresses that attract a lot of moviegoers to watch your project, as well as Vino also is a very, magnetic actor in
very strong fan
Indonesia.
base,
Yes.
Vino.
Do you have any expectation as in the target of the people who will watch the movie?
And this is it comes just before Ramadan month. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
it's a moment to meditate
The
and to also watch
expectation,
Qodrat.
obviously, the more the better. Because when we made movies, we made it for people to see, not for ourselves.
Yes, that's true.
So the more people who would watch the movie is a blessing for us.
Yeah.
And to be able to have Kodrat be released in Lebaran this year is something that we hope for, we fight for,
Yeah.
but we never really imagined it until today that it really becomes a reality.
Right.
Yeah.
So we're actually very happy that it will be released in Lebaran.
Right, so it's in Lebaran. You mentioned that you have high expectations on this as well, and it's something which has the theme of ruqyah, if I'm not mistaken.
Exorcism.
Exorcism. Why did you choose this specific theme? I mean, is it something that people are expecting to watch, as you say that this is for the people to watch? It's not like in your likings perhaps, but it's what the people want to see. Is it ruqyah?
The beginning of Qodrat starts when COVID happens.
Yes.
And at that time, we were thinking of a movie for us in Magma Entertainment to actually get back in the race of in the industry. And the most popular genre is horror in Indonesia, year after years. And so, us as somebody who's not used to make horror, we need to have something unique. So we thought what we can do that would be different. Back then, Ustad was not seen as somebody to be a lead or an important character in a horror movie.
Yeah.
They usually come late like the police in most India movies.
Right.
So we decided, let's make him the hero.
Okay,
And
okay.
because it's a horror movie, he's an Ustad, then Ustad Rukia would be the perfect character for us to actually...
But there's also like some fragilities in his character,
course.
like, yeah.
To make it relatable to the audience.
Yeah.
If you bring somebody perfect, then they would just see it as somebody who's saying stuff that would probably not, something that would not happen to their most people's everyday life.
Yes.
Because people struggles, people always wanted to do better, people always wanted to succeed, and life's hard nowadays. So having a character that would fight for their life, for what they believe in, I believe would relate more to the audience.
Oh, okay.
Very
That's good.
interesting.
Oh,
So,
we have a lot of discussion, but we have a tradition in the 2-hour news show, especially in See the Stories,
Yes.
that we're going to play a game.
Ah,
So, yes, it's not going to be that fun without this game in the 2-hour news show. And this time around, we will use emojis to guess the title of local and international horror movies on our See the Game segment. Okay.
So
Play the game.
here are the rules. I'm going to read it. The plasma, the screen will display emojis that will serve as clues to various horror movie titles.
Yep.
Both of you must guess the titles. If you know the answer, just ring the bell. Okay, are you ready?
Yeah.
Who got it first
We're
will
ready.
answer, all right? Okay. Let's read out the first clue. This movie was directed by Robert Eggers, and it is a remake of a 1922 film with the same name. Okay, so you can see the emojis. It's got a, what's the first emoji? Nose and a,
Surprise.
Part 2?
Shock.
yeah, or another term, you're like,
Surprise.
Nose Part 2.
look at the eyes. It looks like it's scared or something. I don't know.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I'm scared too.
So this is back in 2022. The setting 1922, if I'm not mistaken.
So if I'm not mistaken, he
Oh.
released last year. Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Nosferatu?
Yeah.
Nosferatu?
Let's see the answer.
Nosferatu.
Nose.
Oh, yes.
Nosferatu. So it's a nose, sphere, and two.
Oh.
Nosferatu.
Okay. I didn't get the fear though.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it can be anything, right?
Are you looking forward for this movie?
Yeah,
Yes.
very much so.
Is it because of the cast, or is it because of the
It was said to
settings?
be very good, even though I believe 2 minutes of the movie was cut for Indonesian release because it was too graphic.
Oh.
Really?
But really wanting to see this one.
Me too, actually.
Okay.
Okay, well done.
So
That's why-
now let's
yeah.
talk, or let's go to the second question.
Okay.
So here's the clue. This movie was directed by Corinne Hardy, and it's a spin-off from the Conjuring
Oh.
franchise.
Ah,
You
You
know.
want to guess?
Look at the middle.
It's
Nun.
Nun.
Oh,
Yes.
the Nun. Yeah,
Ring the bell.
What is it?
The nun?
the Nun.
Is it the nun?
Oh, yes.
Ah, you got it right. Well done.
Oh my God.
Oh, this one's quite easy.
That was quite easy because of the second emoji that says it all, right?
Okay,
Nun.
now let's see the last
Okay.
emoji. Okay, this movie follows a family struggle for survival in a world invaded by blind alien.
A Quiet Place.
A Quiet Place. Let's reveal the answer. Quiet Place.
Yay! The last one's so easy.
You got it so quick.
Because I see the quiet.
Quiet, yes.
Emoji.
Because it's like exactly what's in the movie.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
Yeah,
They're doing this. Yeah. Okay.
That's true.
Very
Okay.
interesting. So for exorcism theme, actually right now there's also a foreign movie from South Korea also taking the same
Dark
theme, right?
Nuns.
The Dark Nuns, but we have our own version.
Exorcism
I
movie.
think Qodrat can be an IP that can be remake or makes to be
Hopefully.
produced for
Hopefully.
several installment, I think, even a
Hopefully.
series if you want to, right?
Oh,
Hopefully.
yeah.
Because the character is very, very unique, distinct and strong, right?
Yes.
Hopefully.
Yes.
Hopefully.
Oh, that's an idea. Okay. So after playing the game, so I would say well done, but I guess Acha won this time
Yep.
around.
Oh,
Yeah, because
You got
two, right?
You got two.
Two questions.
thank you.
And we still have some question for you. So Kodrat 2 will be released across Indonesia during the Eid holiday. And why do you think we should watch it? Maybe let's hear it from Acha first. What do you think?
Oh, look, this is an amazing story about exorcism, Islamic exorcism, and this story presented to all of the family in Indonesia, that still believe in love and love drama and also love actions. And, this story could bring you all together to the theater because it has a lot to tell about and actually has this story is amazing. I think you will be missed if you're not watching it in theater
Right.
because has a lot to tell about, like the cinematic, the actors and the directions and the sound design and everything are all, I think, one of the best in
Okay,
Indonesia.
so miss out if you don't
Yes.
want to watch
Yes.
Kodrat 2.
My question to Charles.
Yes.
Should we watch the first one if we
Before.
missed that in 2022 before we watch this one? Should we go to the streaming
Yeah.
platform
To have a
watch the
full
first one
context.
to enjoy the
Yeah.
second one?
Okay. Obviously, the story continues.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
But in the movie, in the beginning, there is about a 1.5-minute recap of the first movie
Right.
for anybody who hasn't seen the first
Refresh our
Kodrat.
minds too. Yeah.
And like what Acha said, all of that, and also what we try to keep is the relatability to the audience. In the second one, the movie talks about Sholat Taubat.
Yeah.
So I believe it would touch a lot of Indonesian souls. And not only that,
What message would you like to convey through Sholat
the,
Tobat?
the Sholat Tobat is something that you want for God to forgive your sins. And it needs to be done alone. That Sholat needs to be done alone. It cannot be guided by an imam, as I was told by my writing team. So it is something very personal, and I believe the research that my writers have done, they believe it has a very big relatability factor to the audience. And the movie talks about Muslims wanting to fight the evil to bring Islam as the winner. So let's enjoy the winning of the Islamic religion on the Hari Kemenangan, 8th Lebaran.
Wow,
Yes.
powerful message.
Powerful. Yeah, so I hope it's gonna, reach above 1.7 million this
Hopefully.
time
Hopefully,
around.
yeah.
Above 2 million, I guess.
Hopefully, we're praying
right?
for that. We're praying for
Okay,
that.
Let's hope
Just the
so.
perfect timing, because after Ramadan, it's the time to meditate, a time to taubat as well. So
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Acha.
Thank you so much for
Ms.
having
Charles,
us.
for
It's an
coming.
honor. Thank you.
Big success for the movie.
Thank you for inviting us. And
Our
hopefully
pleasure.
you can join us on the gala premiere.
Oh,
Will do, will
absolutely.
do.
Looking forward to that.
That'd be great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so those were the signature segments. See the stories? Stay with us only on the 2 Hour News Show. Entertainment news is coming up next.